In the world of bizarre ancient practices, few civilizations rivaled the audacity and creativity of ancient Rome. Prepare to be transported into a realm where the bizarre and the ingenious merge to create a culture unlike any other. Let's begin our journey into the curious world of Roman hygiene, where urine takes on a starring role. That's right, pee, that humble bodily fluid prized for its remarkable cleansing properties. Behold the awe-inspiring power of ammonia lurking within its golden depths, ready to battle even the most stubborn of stains from pristine white togas. Revolting? Perhaps. Effective? Undeniably so. Why bother with soap when you can simply collect buckets of urine from street corners, generously provided by obliging passers-by? But wait, there's more to this smelly story. The Romans, ever resourceful, didn't stop at laundry. Oh no, they elevated the utilization of urine to dizzying new heights. Not satisfied with just cleaning clothes, they decided to take it to the next level and use it as a fertilizer for their beloved fruit crops. How lovely. But it gets worse. The Romans took personal hygiene to a whole new level by using urine as a teeth-whitening agent. Yes, you heard that right. They believed that a swish of pee could grant them the gift of sparkling pearly whites. Such was their unwavering faith in this practice that even esteemed figures like the poet Catullus couldn't resist poking fun at those with overly gleaming grins. The higher the shine on your teeth, the more it screams that you've been sipping on your own urine. Ah, the lengths people go for that million-dollar smile. Urine was in fact a prized commodity in ancient Rome, evidenced by Emperor Vespasian's audacious tax on urine. That's right, in a stroke of unparalleled brilliance, Vespasian transformed the most repulsive of substances into a prized resource, traded and taxed like any other valuable commodity. It's a testament to the resourcefulness of the ancient Romans, even if it occasionally made us recoil in disgust. So the next time you're feeling queasy about history, just remember, even urine had its place in the grand scheme of ancient Rome's economic prowess. Now, let's transition into the grotesque realm of Roman medicine, where the pursuit of well-being takes a detour through the downright revolting. Ever heard of the practice of bottling the blood of fallen gladiators and selling it as a cure-all elixir? From epilepsy to erectile dysfunction, they claimed it could cure anything short of a broken chariot wheel. And if you dared to venture even further into the depths of grotesquerie, you might stumble upon tales of individuals consuming the livers of gladiators raw, believing it would grant them endless energy. Who needs energy drinks when you can have a bite of a gladiator liver, right? But the horror doesn't end there. When it came to tending wounds and animal bites, forget about your modern-day Band-Aids. According to the esteemed Roman author Pliny the Elder, the Romans had a rather peculiar remedy at their disposal: goat dung. Yes, because nothing says healing like smearing excrement on your wounds, right? Goat dung served as the go-to solution for patching up wounds, believed to possess mystical healing properties by some twisted logic. But wait, there's more to the dung saga. In ancient Rome, goat droppings weren't merely reserved for external use. They doubled as an energy drink or a defense against bodily weakness caused by illness. Whether boiled in vinegar or ground into a powder and mixed into beverages, this fecal concoction found its way into the cups of everyone, from the lowliest peasant to the illustrious Emperor Nero himself. That's not all though. Just when you thought goat dung was the zenith of Roman medical ingenuity, prepare for another dose of madness. Pliny, that sage chronicler of the bizarre, also entertains us with tales of utilizing mouse, weasel, and pigeon dung as well. Because why stop at goat dung when there's a whole assortment of fecal matter waiting to be explored? So, count your blessings that you weren't born in the era of Imperial Rome, where falling ill might well have been the least of your worries. Now let's talk about the challenge faced by the wealthiest citizens of ancient Rome: an abundance of food that their stomachs simply couldn't accommodate. But fear not, for the resourceful Romans were nothing if not inventive in their solutions to such dilemmas. Enter the vomitorium, a seemingly unimportant passageway found in Roman arenas and stadiums, designed for the efficient entry and exit of large crowds. Yet, for the elite of Roman society, it served a different purpose altogether. As the name suggests, the affluent would frequent these halls not to exit, but to indulge in a peculiar practice: communal vomiting. So basically, after indulging in a sumptuous feast fit for a Caesar, they'd retreat to the vomitorium to partake in the ancient art of vomiting their overindulgence. And what better way to make room for dessert than a bout of communal vomiting? After a brief moment of expelling their gastronomic sins, they'd run back to the banquet table for seconds or thirds without skipping a beat. But hold on to your laurel wreaths, for the culinary theatrics of the Roman elite don't end there. Another favorite method among the noble elite involved excessive consumption of food and wine until their bellies threatened to rival the mighty Colosseum in size. Then the wealthy would summon their servants, who would assist in the insertion of a feather into their throats, thus prompting a flood of half-digested delicacies to make a hasty exit. So here's to Rome, where every stomach churn and every feathered throat was a testament to the glory of excess and the indulgence of the elite. Cheers. Now onto a lighter note, or perhaps a more airy one. Let's delve into the amusing and quirky tale of the fart law from ancient Rome, as recounted by the esteemed historian Suetonius in his renowned work, The 12 Caesars. Legend has it that Emperor Claudius, that illustrious figure of antiquity, once entertained the notion of enacting a law permitting the release of gas during mealtimes. Yes, you heard that right. Claudius, ever the forward thinker, supposedly had concerns about the potential health hazards of suppressing bodily emissions. He held firm to the belief that clenching one's cheeks could wreak havoc on the digestive system, and in extreme cases, even prove fatal. Thus, in a display of unparalleled wisdom and concern for his subjects' well-being, Claudius allegedly toyed with the idea of legalizing the act of farting at the dinner table, all in the name of promoting optimal health and digestion, of course. Because, nothing says health-conscious emperor like legislating flatulence. However, let us control our historical enthusiasm with a dose of skepticism. While Suetonius entertains us with this humorous anecdote, there exists no concrete evidence to suggest that such legislation ever materialized or was enforced in any official capacity. So chances are, Suetonius, a master of scandalous and amusing tales, may have woven this particular yarn to entertain his readers rather than present a factual account of Claudius's legislative endeavors. Nevertheless, the timeless allure of the fart law remains a popular anecdote in discussions of Roman governance and culture. Now brace yourself for the perilous journey into the heart of a Roman toilet, for it was a realm filled with danger and uncertainty. Step into the damp, musty confines of a Roman latrine, where every visit is like stepping into a horror movie set. Forget about a peaceful bathroom break. Here, you're greeted by a delightful assortment of creepy crawlies, eagerly awaiting their chance to turn your posterior into a buffet. Scorpions, bugs of all shapes and sizes, you name it. It's like a nature hike, but with less fresh air and more stinging surprises. But that's not all. As if the thrill of encountering sewer critters wasn't enough, there's an even more sinister threat lurking: the dreaded gas buildup. Yes, you heard that right. The volatile combination of hydrogen sulfide and methane lurking in the depths of the latrine poses a real risk of ignition, threatening to transform your bathroom break into a fiery spectacle. Who knew that answering nature's call could be such an exhilarating adventure? To combat these unseen terrors, the resourceful Romans resorted to mystical measures. They adorned the walls of their toilets with magical spells and depictions of gods, invoking divine protection against the ominous forces that lurked below. Some even took it a step further, adorning their latrines with statues of Fortuna, the goddess of luck, in a desperate bid to ward off any impending doom. Now let's transverse into the scandalous side of Pompeii, where even the ancient stones blush at the saucy tales whispered in their ears. As you stroll through the cobblestone streets, you're greeted not only by the majestic ruins, but also by the echoes of naughty jokes and risque graffiti that refuse to fade into history. It's like stepping into a time capsule of cheeky humor and unabashed vulgarity. And oh, the graffiti! Behold, the walls were adorned with phrases so explicit they could make even the most seasoned sailor blush, Furia makes me do her more and more. Oh, the scandal! And let's not forget about poor Aurelia, whose reputation as a sucker apparently preceded her. But wait, there's more! Amidst the rubble, crude drawings proudly display the Romans' affinity for, well, all things erotic and scandalous, with art depicting explicit sexual acts and anatomical details that would make even the most liberal-minded person do a double take. It's a fascinating glimpse into the uninhabited and sometimes downright raunchy side of ancient Roman culture. Now, let's take a look at Roman punishments, where cruelty reigned supreme and sadism reached new heights. One particularly gruesome method stands out among the rest, where a live donkey, innocent and unsuspecting, becomes the unwilling centerpiece of a horrifying spectacle. Its abdomen is viciously sliced open, its entrails spilling out in a grotesque display. Then the accused, stripped of all dignity and clothing, is thrust into the gaping cavity of the unfortunate animal, with only their head exposed from the stitched-up belly. Exposed to the relentless glare of the sun, the donkey's carcass begins its slow descent into decay, intensifying the suffering of the captive within. Maggots writhe over their flesh, and scavenging vultures circle overhead, eagerly awaiting their grisly feast. Death, though surely prayed for, arrives at a painstakingly slow pace, prolonging the unbearable torment of the victim trapped within. Now on to yet another display of Roman punishment, which involved a pot, not for cooking, mind you, but for something far more sinister. Inside, a hungry critter, perhaps a rat or a dog, eagerly awaits its unwitting companion, the accused. With a stroke of malevolence, the pot's opening is fastened to the accused's belly, ensuring a snug fit. Then, like a chef preparing a wicked brew, the executioner applies flame to the pot's underside. As the temperature rises, the poor creature inside panics, desperately seeking an escape route. But alas, there's no exit but one: straight through the accused's belly. Gruesome, isn't it? That brings us to the end of our journey through the bizarre and captivating world of ancient Rome. But fear not, for the adventure doesn't end here. If you're hungry for more tales of glory and folly from the Eternal City, be sure to check out our other video, The Epic Tale of Rome and Why It Was Doomed to Fail, where we delve deeper into the heart of one of history's most iconic civilizations and discover the reasons behind its ultimate downfall. Until next time, stay curious, stay engaged.